What's up, you guys? This is Lee coming to you from Guitar Wishes here in beautiful downtown Lincoln, North Carolina. Usually, we like to go out and visit the neighbors up and down the street here in Lincoln, but we have been extended an invitation to cross 2 state lines to head down to Georgia to the Grinningelk Guitar Expo down in Duluth, Georgia. Special thanks to Ray and to Lee. They really rolled out the red carpet for us. We've got VIP passes. We're going to talk to the artists that are down there. Really looking forward to it, and we're going to head on out. Let's go. Hey, this is Lee with Guitar Wishes, and we just crossed the South Carolina-Georgia border. We're here at the Georgia Welcome Center. We're on our way down to the Grinningelk Guitar Show. We're going to have some really killer Guitar Wish of the Days coming up. All right, guys, we finally made it down to Duluth at the Grinningelk Guitar Expo. We got our VIP passes. We're going to check it out. Let's go. At the Atlanta Guitar Showcase once again. Now this is with Larry Mitchell. Larry, how are you?
I'm good.
Thank you so much for talking to us, man.
Sure.
So real quickly, what brings you out here?
I endorse a company called KNAGGS Guitars. Joe Knaggs used to run the PRS private stock program for many years and designed some amazing guitars. Myself, Eric Steckel, came here, and G-BRAT'S is a dealer. They have some amazing guitars here.
Awesome.
So that's why I'm here. And I live not far from here.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I live in Alabama.
Well, you're an amazing player. You know,
Thank
we were
you.
walking by a little while ago, and the term stopping traffic really does apply, because when people are hearing you playing, they are stopping and just watching it all. So real quickly, the touring past, who have you played with?
First record came out almost 30 years ago in 1990. I'll give you the quick version. I toured with Billy Squier. Remember Billy Squier?
Oh, of course, yeah.
I toured, and I played on a record and toured with Rick Ocasek from the Cars, the singer from the Cars. Tracy Chapman, folk pop singer. Opposite ends of the spectrum there.
Yes, it is.
A lot of Native American artists. I won a Grammy for producing a Native American record called Totemic Flu Champs. Wow, I can't remember that. And I play guitar, produce, and enjoy life.
Awesome. You mind playing something for us?
Sure.
Larry, thanks so much, man.
Thank you.
right, here we go, back again at the Grinningelk Guitar Showcase, and I'm here with Gary
from Guitars West, San Diego, California.
That's right. And we're doing some taping here for Lee Jackson here.
Nice.
And we just wanted to show some of the cool things you've got here. These are amazing guitars.
This one here is real rare. It's called Autumn Glow. I bought it at the Dallas show. I've owned many, many, many Rickies, but that is a very rare color. This one here I actually got from Lee and Ray at the last show. I didn't bring a lot of stuff. I just, I couldn't ship a lot of stuff from California.
Sure.
So I just kind of wanted to make kind of like a beauty table.
Right.
These here, Simi Mosley made these. This guitar here he used it was a salesmanship guitar, basically. He would take it and you could get it in that color, or that color. This one here is custom made by him, custom painted by him. Very rare guitars, both of these. But we were talking earlier about you had found the daughter here, number 1 prototype. Well, I happened to get number 2 prototype. To make a long story short, my friend Scott Lentz in San Marcos said, there's this Allen Brothers funeral home, there's a little house behind there, and there's a Mosrite there. So I go over there. I know the Mosrite case this earlier, they were kind of like a flat leatherette with brass edges, so I open it up, and it's this guitar, somebody paintbrushed it black. I went,
oh, wow.
But it was light as a feather. I said, you know what, I know Simi's guitars. Took it back to Scott, we opened it up, and there was a piece of tape under there that said Mary number 2. So I called up Simi. He said, where'd you get that guitar? I said, next to the funeral home in San Marcos. He said, you need to ship that guitar to me. I said, why? He says, because that is number 2 prototype. I went, whoa. Sent it back to Mosley, and if you know anything about Simi, he was quite the character, but his sunburst color was made from 7 different colors. Just beautiful. I sent it to Mosley, had it for about 6 months, and on the back of the headstock, back here, he handwritten the whole story about the guitar.
Oh, wow.
And that's how cool Simi was. But he was quite the character, but I got number 2.
That's amazing.
And I took it to the Dallas show and sold it for millions and millions of dollars.
That's amazing.
Anyways,
great story.
Thanks so much, man.
Thank you so much. Again, we're here at Guitars West booth at Grinningelk Guitar Show down here in Duluth.
And they're having a great show as well, too. Thank you.
All right, and here we are with Bluesman Vintage. These guys are out of Nashville. Great tables here, some really, really cool instruments. What do you guys do?
We build replicas of a lot of the expensive vintage pieces that you see here at the show that are geared more for professional players and touring artists to take on the road, so they're not having to spend their life savings and then risk it, getting damaged or stolen.
Right.
So we're, like I said, we're out of Nashville. We cater to professional players, professional musicians in that area.
Right.
A lot of the studio guys, a lot of the live tour support guys are using our stuff. We were on a little over 100 of the top 10 hits in the last 2 years.
Wow.
And it's everything from country music to 80s metal. I told you we're in the mecca of where all the 80s metal guys have come to retire, and those guys are all customers of ours, come to the shop. So
yeah, that's amazing. And you were showing me the Rascal Flat signature model. You have signature models that you guys build for these guys.
Yeah. Jay DeMarcus is one of our endorsees. He's got, I think, 10 of our basses out on the road with him right now. Yeah. We do a signature model for him, and then replicas of several others that he likes. Right. Some of them have wild finishes or whatever, but and then we're working on a new one now for a guy named Jerry Barnes from the band Chic.
Oh yeah.
If you've heard the song Good Times.
Yeah.
We're working on a signature bass for that gentleman right now.
And you mentioned Mark Slaughter.
Mark Slaughter, Gunner, and Matthew Nelson.
Oh yeah.
Those are all guys. We did some stuff for Rex Brown of Pantera.
Sure.
So because we're in Nashville, people just assume we're tellies and country music all the time. Nashville is music city. It's not country music city.
Right.
We work with a lot of the contemporary Christian musicians. So if you listen to any kind of country radio, Christian radio, or even some more, rock and classic rock stuff, you've been hearing Bluesman Vintage for a while. Phil X is also using stuff from ours. So we've got tons of these guys out there using them.
Yeah.
Which is why you've probably not heard of us, is because we deal directly with the pros and don't do a whole lot of advertising. So we're trying to fix that by coming to these events like this.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thanks so much,
Thanks,
man. Again, Bluesman Vintage. Come check them out down here at the Grinningelk Guitar Showcase. We'll talk to you soon.
Man.
Once again, this is Lee from Guitar Wishes back here at the Grinningelk Guitar Show near Atlanta, and we're at the Guitar Center's booth. Harry, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you guys doing today?
He is going to highlight one of the guitars they've got here at their booth. Man, tell us about it.
All right. So right over here we have 1958 Telecaster Blonde. Has original case. If you guys look at the case, you can absolutely see it's been around the world like 5 times, right? It's absolutely stunning, and it's just gorgeous. You don't see a lot of these. You know, you don't see a lot of these in this kind of condition either. It's definitely one of the showstoppers where people walking by just looking, just trying to figure out how they're going to make up 18 grand to purchase it, right?
Yeah.
But it's definitely worth every penny, at that price. So that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Great
Cool.
show, great show going on.
Both days.
Yeah, both days, and so far so good. So
Cool. I had a lot of people walking around. Any buyers today, or just some people window shopping?
it's a little bit of both. You know, we would have liked a little more. You know,
Yeah.
well that's always right.
That's
So
always.
so that's part of the game. It's always let's close some more deals. So
Harry,
but
thank you so much.
Thank
man.
you.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Here we are with Atlanta Vintage Guitars. Greg, how are you?
Good, man. How you doing?
We're doing great. Thanks so
We're
much.
just tickled to be here, tickled to be with y'all guys, without a doubt.
You got some really cool guitars on the table. Tell me about what some of the things you brought.
The coolest thing is that 54. That is a real 54 P bass. It's been refinished. I wasn't in on the decision to do that, so don't blame me. But it's got the sign on it that said your wife said yes.
Yeah.
So that means you've got permission to come down here to the Atlanta Guitar Show at Atlanta Vintage Guitars booth and buy that guitar. The sign says everybody's looking for a sign. There's your sign.
There it is. Right there it is.
But we've got we brought some different guitars. We've got the Rose Creek guitars that are made in North Georgia that are great.
Right.
We've got a couple banjos, some mandolins. We've got a hammer. We've got the Melanson guitar. We're going to be a dealer for them.
Right.
And we've got some other guitars, and and we've got Dr. Mojo's guitars are in our booth, they're kind of replicas of Fender guitars and guitars that Fender should make. There you go.
Fender should make.
That's right.
Absolutely.
But we've had a pretty good crowd, even despite the weather, so it's been a lot of fun.
And you're going to be here all weekend.
I'm going to be here all weekend till Sunday afternoon. They run us out with a broom.
All right. Atlanta Vintage Guitars. Come check them out.
Right.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, so this is Lee from Guitar Wishes and for Lee Jackson. And we're here with Coleman Music. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing, Lee?
Man, I'm doing pretty well. You brought some really cool instruments here today.
Thank you.
Show me something here. What do you got?
Well, I've got a couple of Tay guitars, hand etched, made in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Really killer instruments. We had a good day yesterday. Sold a lot of stuff. I've got a couple of refinished 60s Gibson SG and EV3 basses over here in Pelham Blue.
Yeah.
One's been clear coated with a yellow coat to look like it's 40 years old. And the other one's just what the original color would look like.
Yeah.
Vintage Fender reverb units, some interesting lap steels from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. So, yeah, good time.
Awesome. Oh, you going to be here both days?
I'll be here till we close tomorrow.
Till we close tomorrow. That's right.
Yeah.
Come on out and see Coleman Music down here.
It's always a party.
That's right. At the Grinningelk Guitar Show. We'll talk to you soon. All right, here we are still at the Grinningelk Guitar Show down here in Duluth, Georgia. Still walking around, talking to people, having a great time. I just met Pam, and sometimes it's not about the guitars, it's about the art that you can create. And she's got some incredible guitars, some just great design pieces here. Can you tell us about it?
Okay, my big sellers are the TV trays, the fold-up TV trays. I do them in the shapes of pianos, I do them in the shapes of guitars, and then from the tops that I had left over, I started building clocks, making the clocks. And I hand cut everything, I hand paint everything, I do a 2-part epoxy over top of it.
You do everything yourself?
I do everything myself.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And this is like one of my favorite pieces right here. I have the table, I do like a glass. But I do all kinds of custom work too.
Right.
So.
Rocket Designs. So again, Rocket Designs. And where are you out of? You're out of Georgia?
Dallas, Georgia.
Dallas, Georgia. So Pam from Dallas, Georgia with Rocket Designs. Again, here at the Grinningelk Guitar Show. We'll talk to you soon. All right, here we are again at the Grinningelk Guitar Showcase here near Atlanta, Georgia. We just spoke to Pam, and now we're here speaking with Shane about the guitars, the custom guitars that he builds with his company, CR Offset. Man, how you doing?
Great. Nice to meet you.
Thanks so much, man. Show me some of these guitars. These are incredible.
Okay, yeah. We have a steampunk. This is our Tejas S. Our Tejas series are our bolt-ons, which are, as you can see, the neck's bolted on. And we have our S shape, we have our T shape, and an offset shape. But this particular one, which is a really neat build we did, it's a steampunk style, and lights up. It's you know, art piece, but it actually is a really great playing guitar. It sounds great, plays great. So it's really cool. It has a 5-way switch, 2 humbuckers, which this humbucker is actually designed for us. We're in the process of developing our own brand of pickups, and these light up. Kind of cool. It has some LEDs behind it, so it's kind of
awesome
neat
guitar.
little thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet, man. So, and what is this next one you got here?
This is our Tejas series offset that we just did a press release on. This still has plastic on the pickguard. It's brand new. So we have Lawler pickups in this, P90s, 3-way switch, toggle switch. Once again, it's a bolt-on because it's our Tejas series. So.
Wow, amazing guitars.
Matching headstock.
Yeah, so check them out, CR Offset Guitars. Thank you so much, Shane. Again, this is Lee from Guitar Wishes, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, we're back. This is Lee once again at the Grinningelk Guitar Showcase in Duluth, Georgia. I'm with Guitar Wishes, of course, and we're sitting here with Michael. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Nice to meet you.
Great
And yeah, our Big Daddies Guitars.
Yep.
And where are you out of?
Anderson, South Carolina.
Anderson, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Carolina's boy right here with Big Daddies Guitars. Can you tell me about some of the things you brought? Looks like some mandolins, some banjos even.
We've got a bluegrass side, and we've got banjos, mandolins, fiddles, and then over here we got a lot of vintage Martins, Gibsons, electric and acoustic.
Yeah. So, yeah. So are you going to be here both days?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So how are things? Get a lot of people in the booth?
A lot of people been in today, a lot of tire kickers. Nobody's pulled out a lot of dough yet. We've sold a few banjos, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it'll come. And it
will.
Does.
It will.
All right. Well, man, thanks so much for joining us.
Appreciate it.
And we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, here we are with Randy, and he is from the Guitar Attic in Daytona Beach, Florida. Man, thank you so much for agreeing to talk to us.
Hey, no problem.
Man, welcome to the show, and spotlight a couple of things. You got some really cool instruments here, man.
Yeah, that's what we do. We try to put a little bit of everything, because there's people who come in, they want low line stuff, but they also want some vintage stuff. The guys are collecting stuff. We got a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Kind of hit everybody.
Sure.
So, like we've got a '52 LG3. It's been played, but so was Willie Nelson's guitar.
Sure.
So this one's been played a little bit, but a nice, really good playing guitar. We've got back here 66 ES 125. The 59 Les Paul Jr., great guitar. The guys from Blackberry Smoke, they all play the Les Paul Jr.'s, great guitar. Then you got the George Lynch ESP, the shark fin inlay or the headstock, autographed by George himself. The relic strats, everybody likes the relics, stuff like that. So just a little bit of everything, and that's what we try to do. Got some nice pedals down there, because pedals are always good. A guy can buy a pedal, and this is a story. The reason guys buy pedals is because they can take a pedal and stick it in a pocket, and the wife will never know that they bought anything.
That's right.
A guitar, you can't do that, but a pedal, you can always stick it. Wife never knows anything
Sneaking around.
That's right.
Yeah, we're here to help out.
Yeah, the wife will never go, hey, did you get a new pedal? No. But a guitar, she'll say yes. That's why guys buy all red guitars, because they never know you got another guitar.
Randy, thank you so much, man. Are you going to be here both days?
I will be here both days.
Right.
Yep. Before we head back to the beach, and hopefully we got sunshine when we get home.
All right. So, come see him down here at the Atlanta Guitar Show. We'll talk to you soon. We're here with Jason. Jason's with Hamby's Music, and you guys are out of North Carolina, right?
North Carolina.
And you've been there how long?
23 years.
20, a good long time. North Carolina boys down here at the Atlanta Showcase, and you've got a little bit of everything. Something for. Would you show us a few things here?
Yes, sir. 1967 Gibson ES 175. We have something a little newer, 83 Fender. We have one of the Fender florals. This is Japanese made. For some reason they've been coming back. A lot of Japanese stuff people's been looking forward to, trying to find. We have Ibanez F-Style artist. They only made them a couple of years.
Oh yeah.
But we also have stuff for the modern players. You know, if you want just to sit around.
Right.
We have Slim Back Ovation. We have American-made Fender Telly. But we have some of the older stuff too, like the old 51 National.
Wow.
You know, from years gone by. You don't see them anymore. We have 1953 Gretsch.
Yeah.
Smaller body, but sounds like a big body.
Really great guitars.
So if you want to spend a little bit, you know, I've got an Alvarez 2016, but we have some of the old Voxes.
Sure.
We have a little bit of everything.
Great.
Our store has about 200 instruments at any given time, and we pride ourselves on making sure that our vintage is vintage. We check everything from the pickups to the pots to the wiring. If it's not original, we don't buy it. And if it isn't original and we do come across it, we make sure that it's labeled so you can clearly see it. But
thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Again, Jason from Hamby's Music, North Carolina boys, down here at the Atlanta Guitar Showcase. We'll talk to you soon. Wow, what a great trip we had. Just got back from the Grinningelk Guitar Show down in Duluth. Thank you so much to Lee and Ray for making us feel so at home. Lee Jackson, as soon as we got there, give us our VIP passes, me and Tracy and Roger. What a great, great time we had. Thank you so very much. It was great to get reacquainted with all of our fellow guitar store owners and workers. It was really, really cool to see everybody, and just really had a great time with everybody. So be sure and check out the channel. Tomorrow we're going to have our interview with Bruce Kulick that I was able to do. Just a really, really cool guy, and had a great time hanging out with Bruce. We've also got his guitar clinic coming up later in the week, where he tells stories and just jams for you guys. Hasn't lost a lick and plays great as ever. So again, check it out tomorrow for Bruce, and be sure and like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and be sure and smash that notification bell for new content uploaded daily. And for everybody here at Guitar Wishes, it's Lee, and I'm out.